Hi there, and thanks for joining me here on Busternet. Yes, these are the Gloucester City Diaries, and Chelsea and Arsenal, two London sides, are about to slap us across the face 5 times over and tell us to wake up, boys. This is what it's like to be in the Premiership. It certainly felt like we were eating magic mushrooms at the start of the season. We beat Chelsea 4-2, and then we had this incredible sequence of matches where we went 1-0. I lost count after a while, but it's just incredible. Almost 10 matches without conceding a goal. And then we beat Spurs 2-1, hammered Stoke 3-0, and then the reality started biting us. Chelsea beating us 2-1, Aston Villa, another side that won promotion with us. They drew 1-1. Valencia, well, we managed to knock them aside for a bit from the Europa League Group 1 rather. We are top of the table and we are going to be playing Olympiacos in the knockout rounds of the Europa Cup. That's good news. But then Swansea 1-1, United 1-1. Then we lost to Man City, our first defeat, crushing defeat to Man City. And if you had watched that match, which was the last match that I showed, definitely deserved to lose. We took a lead through none other than Will Creek in the first minute. But for the rest of the match, I was like going, oh my God, we're going to concede, we're going to concede, we're going to concede. And after that run where we barely concede goals, now we are having a hard time keeping a clean sheet. So I guess normal services have resumed at Gloucester City. We beat Crystal Palace 3-0 in the last game. Uh, but we had a few draws: Derby County, West Brom, and Middlesbrough. Well, all draws. I mean, this is, after all, that time of the year when things actually get a bit hard, winter period and all. And I'm actually trying to avoid losing too many players to injury. We already lost Abel Collado for quite a while again. He's pulled his hamstring again. This is the second injury that he's had this season, and he had a groin strain, took him out for 2 weeks. Now he's got a pulled hamstring, and we really have to start looking at protecting Abel Collado a bit more because the young lad, his natural fitness isn't very high, and Kone, we have to rest him. That's what the coaches say. They're telling me this boy has to be rested, and well, I will rest him for 1 day. That's all I can afford. But he's due to travel and join the international squad on the 10th of January. So when he comes back, it might be a bit tough on us. So, but the good news is that Chelsea are probably going to hammer us, so it won't make much of a difference. So, yeah, we're going to show a match, and chances are I'm going to lose quite handsomely. And that match is today at 3 o'clock. But look at my team. Condition 83%, 88, 86, 86. So they're all quite tired. I mean, this is the only team I have, all 11 players. So we're going to have to play some of these. We're going to have to give a run to some of the other players. But I guess against Chelsea, we're going to get hammered. So I don't know what else to say. I'm expecting capitulation. So this is going to be fun. What can I possibly do to make it easier on us? Look at this. Rest, rest, rest. Might as well do this as well. So we're going to just maximize match prep, keep the overall workload light, try not to get our boys injured. So that's the plan because we got 3 matches in quick succession here, and I don't have anybody else to play. And we're going to have to do our best. So Eric Kone is supposed to be rested for 1 day, and I will do that. I will remove him from position. One of my best defenders is not going to be playing. I rather protect him. So I'm actually going into this match with players that aren't 100%. So we got Amara who can play on the right side. Amara. Let's look at his situation here. Well, we know he can't cross the ball. We know he can barely pass the ball, and his composure is okay. That's it. I saw too many bad things. Overall, he's not a bad defender, but uh, Yeah, I guess we'll just ask. And I don't even know why he's in my team, but never mind. So okay, we all make mistakes. All right, I tried playing like this some of the some matches our last game in an effort to get a win against Middlesbrough. We used this system. We actually had uh, a three-man, two of the central midfielders on attack duty, but didn't really work against Middlesbrough. And I suspect that against Chelsea, we might get slapped a few times across the face. I don't know why I keep saying that. It just feels that way. I just feel as if we're about to get slapped a few times, and I can't play. I have to rest some of my players. So players like Luis Me are gonna play, and Joe Hanks is gonna take a break. You can see. Uh, Karim Imaja, Luke Hyam. Well, okay, I'll tell you what. We're gonna play Joe Hanks. Not playing Joe Hanks is like tying my hands behind my back. So Luis Me, I know you're very fit, but he has deputized quite well on as a CM on attack on the right flank, so we will get him to play here. All right, up front we got Grieg and Butenko. The team has been submitted. Things can't get worse. Well, Chelsea 1-6, Gloucester 10-1. We'll send the assistant and we'll pray really hard that we come away from this with some our our let's our pride intact. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. We shall be watching this on extended and praying that we survive. Diogo is off, and wow, this is a straight charge into the box. They're probably going to score in the first second. 15 seconds. First shot on goal. As you can see, Chelsea's players are also a bit under, not 100% as well. So, okay. Di Lucia with the ball. Cuts inside. Pasalic plays it, and Mamija reads that really well. Johnston tries to release Butenko, but it is not coming. Guedes and the header right into the hands of Sam Johnston. Okay. Immediately, we'll turn this guy into support, and convert you into attack. All right, Hanks, that's what you're gonna do. Johnston to Mamija. We need to get some more support for the boys in the. Johnston with the goal kick to Mamija. Mamija plays it safe to Hayam. Hayam to Hanks, back to Luismo. Luismo to Olmedo, back to Hanks. Hanks to Grieg. Grieg to Botenko. All right, boys, this looks promising. Grieg, well, he is a poacher, so you don't expect him to play. Um, so you don't expect him to try true passes. Hangs with the ball, plays it to Butenko. Corner, Duran into the box, and it's who? St. Johnston tips it over, saves the day. We still haven't conceded a goal yet, but Guedes is going to try and fix that very soon. And the defenders cleared that once more. St. Johnston could not handle that. I was right. They're coming down both flanks. 50, yeah. So as in this particular case, there's no point me trying to defend one flank over the next because both the flanks are being hammered into submission at the moment. Guedes, the cross blocked only as far as Tolisso. Tolisso to Diogo. Diogo skips past one, takes a shot. Johnston's safe hands continue to promise much. Mamija. Joe Hanks is at 66%. We'll have to keep him going. Mario Pasalic is tired. He's number 19. He's the player in the middle. Hmm. But that's only one player. It's okay. We won't be able to. We'll have to try and survive this for a while. But yeah, we can still win actually. I'm gonna push up the standard and structured now. Okay, Hanks out to Cannon. Cannon to Luisimo. Luisimo back to Cannon. Tries to thread the pass to Butenko, Azpilicueta to Diogo. All right, now we're gonna push it to control. We're gonna take a bit more risk. Diogo with the corner. Well taken. Oh, this is going to be Duran. Oh, what a defensive block by Mamija. 53 minutes in, Chelsea, Gloucester City. And this is Hanks clearing the ball. Why didn't he let it bounce? Tolisso to Pancakes. I'm sorry, his name is Pancades, but I just couldn't help it. He had the name Pan Can Des. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, we'll stop this. Oh, his name is Alexandra Pancadas. Yeah, I mean, the first thing I saw when I saw his name was I started thinking about pancakes, and it's like I'm hungry. I'm playing this game at freaking 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm hungry. Diogo, oh please, Tolisso, do not score, boys. Basalik, we are trying to defend our honor here. This is Gloucester City trying its best. Gatti, no, it's Duran. Thank you. He's not hungry like the wolf yet, but we can only hope that the boys can hold on. 69 minutes. Joe Hanks is at 58%. He's looking at the bench. He may not be able to last. But the boys, we have to keep them on the pitch. This we have 11 players, and that's it. This club does not have 24 players on the payroll. Aspilicueta, Tolisso, to Lopez shoots is well over the top. The boys are doing well with their defense, and Chelsea have switched into a 4-2-3-1, and we are still holding on. It's 85 minutes. Can we hold on for another 10 minutes? It'll be an amazing feat. I mean, yeah, for me, getting a point at Stamford Bridge is an amazing feat. Diogo, don't spoil my party, please. Thank you for missing. We've got 4 more minutes. We're holding on. Okay. I gear Guedes into the ball. Gatti, Mamija clears this. Don't let Duran get to the ball. And Mamija skips one challenge. Gatti, Olmedo, you beauty. He takes it away. Grig. What am I saying gig for? Shit. Oh no, Gatti. Gati's got Duran in the box. Gatti looks okay. Gatti is my friend. Did you see that? Gatti intentionally put that out of play. All right, time to take Joe Hanks off. This is where try to waste time, but Joe Hanks is at 49%. Any moment now, he is going to be out of it. Okay. All right, come on, boys. Let's go. I'm so nervous at the moment. You look at where Gloucester City is. We're fourth on the table. And yeah, we were second at one point, but United, well, they're too strong at the moment. They're just too strong. Their performances have been like it's like the days of Alex Ferguson when they hardly draw any matches. They either win a lot and then lose a few here and there. At Chelsea, they have not been able to breach Gloucester's defense, and Gloucester have played very well. I was unlucky, but never mind. Three shots, and why would my ass man say we were unlucky? Three shots, that was a brilliant defensive performance by the boys. We changed our system. Now we have to do it all over against Arsenal. Well, our club hasn't been doing that badly. Our youth facilities have just been upgraded, so we're just below average. And our training facilities have been upgraded, which is below average there too. Yeah, some people have asked me, why did it take me so long? Well, to be honest with you guys, the board only decided to upgrade everything when we go into the Premiership. I've been asking them to upgrade for a long time, and all of a sudden the board says, okay, fine, we'll do it. So we're building a new stadium. That's true, but it's only going to be I think a 15,000 seater. And then our youth facilities have been upgraded, and our training facilities they've already been upgraded, and we going through another round of improvements right now. So there's nothing else I can ask the board to improve there. That's it. Nothing much. And as far as our finances are concerned, not that bad. I mean, we're now pretty good. I feel like telling the board to take away this money and just pump it into the club. There's nothing I can do. I think I've even gone to the board looking for decrease the transfer budget or take back the money. Unfortunately, there's nothing there that says take back the money. I want them to plow the money back into the club and improve the facilities because uh, we don't. I mean, I don't really need this money. I mean, I could go out there and sign players, but what am I going to do with all the players that I bring in? That's the other drama because They don't have fantastic facilities. They're all going to ask for pay raises. And true enough, I think it's a bit too much to ask. And right now against Arsenal, is definitely going to show now because most other clubs they've got a strong bench. We don't. But one thing I can say for a fact in this game, and this is something that some of you might not know. Okay, when when do you not play a player? As long as his match condition is above 85%, he's good to play. If it's below 85%, then you worry about playing him. But if it's above 85%, play him. It's perfectly okay. You may need to monitor them and stuff like that. But on the whole, just keep them playing. I'm going to give Mark McNulty a go for this game. I mean, it's worse here. And there's this thing also on the forums that some people say, oh, if you train fitness in a season, then your match sharpness will be 100%. Nah, doesn't work that way. Match sharpness only works with game time, and even if I do a lot of fitness training in my team, so I actually have programs of fitness training, even training for my main team. Match sharpness doesn't affect it. I mean, I don't see it. So here we go. We have a big match now against Arsenal, and we'll decide what we're gonna do when we get on into the match. But seriously, can we last 90 minutes? I don't know. So they're playing a 4-2-3-1. We're gonna attack them with the same system. We got Bellerin, so their left flank is very attacking. Their left flank is very attacking. So my right flank will be on support. Okay, here we go. I didn't even bother doing a team talk. Olmedo with the ball. Plays it to Mamija. Back to Louis. Luisimo. Now to Cannon. Cannon playing in place of somebody who's injured, I think. Putenko, Olmedo. See, I've forgotten who my players are. I have a very good right back. I can't remember what his name is. Oh, it's actually Karim Memeja because Kone is. We need to rest Kone. Wow, that's not troubling the keeper. That's good news for us. Gloucester City 0, Arsenal 0. I think Arsenal are still sore with that defeat last season, or was it the season before? I think the season before. There we go. The league table now looks a bit more realistic. Gloucester City on have played 20 games and on 39 points. Arsenal with a game in hand on 39 points. Yep, that looks a lot more like a table that is realistic. We are in fifth position, so our moment in the sun has gone. All right, 20 minutes in, not much by highlights. We're gonna push to fluid now and get more players involved in the transitions. So far, you can see 2% of the time we're attacking them, which is quite paltry. They've been in our half a lot more. Free kick, Sousa to Zaza to Iwobi, and wow, Sousa, Zaza goes around, Cannon clears that McNulty with the ball. What can he do? McNulty is the poacher. He's not going to try a through pass. Instead, he loses the ball. Moore does really well with that tackle. Back to Cannon. Cannon drops it for McNulty. Hyam to Olmedo. Olmedo into space. Butenko can't get to it. Luis Simo back to Joe Hanks. Joe Hanks Olmedo to Butenko. Butenko tries the shot, and McNulty was actually in the way of that. Here we go. Luis Simo to Hanks to Butenko. The Trequartista finding Olmedo. McNulty. He takes a shot, and it's not going to threaten anybody. That's like catching practice or Ruli. McNulty. Butenko. Why do I keep playing him? Well, he's shown an ability to hold on to the ball and do something with it. Unfortunately for us in this game, we're not really doing very much. Okay, I'm far from pleased. McNulty, you can come off. We'll put Will Greek back on. What about the rest of the players? We 6.4. It's all right. Okay, Bernat to Iwobi. Cannon does extremely well with that. Butenko hits it, does it again, and Will Greek trying to put some pressure on the back line. Iwobi, Sousa. to Wallen, back to Coquelin, to Rafinha, out wide to Bernard. Bernard looks for an option, finds Iwobi. Iwobi is under pressure, more commits a really bad challenge, and he has been sent off. This means that I have to decide on who to take off. Will it be Will Grigg? No, it'll be Putenko. Putenko is coming off, and we are going to bring on Stephen Arthurbury. And you, my friend, are going to switch into a false. In fact, sorry, that was a bad choice. He shouldn't be a false nine. He should actually be a defensive forward on defense. Okay, thank you. We'll fix that now. The boys are back. We have to survive now. Vollen. All right. We shall now go very fluid, and I'll play on normal. Ramsey, Coquelin, Zyke, Bernard, Ziyech, out back to Bernard. Inside the box, he tries to get Louis. Louis gets the ball clear to Bellerin. Bellerin's got tremendous space. He's just going to get across in. Sam Johnson does well. All right, boys, they're not doing badly. Even man down, Cannon just clears that. That's all he can do. Bellerin to Ramsey. Ramsey back to Rafinha. Rafinha looks around for Ramsey again. Out wide, Bellerin goes for the cross. Vollen, Luis Simon, Ziyech gets into the box, shoots Johnston with a brilliant save. 10 men, Gloucester City are certainly doing their best. Louis back to Johnston. One big, huge boot straight to Will Grigg. Hanks to Luis Simon. Luis Simon to Olmedo. Olmedo to Hanks. And Will Grigg can't do much with that. The ball lands at the feet of Wallen. Iwobi, Arthur Worry. Ever reliable. Back to Bernard Ziyech. Ziyech looks for options. I don't think they have many passing options. Bernard to Ramsey again. Yep. Out wide it goes to Hector Bellerin. Bellerin will get across in Rafinha inside the box. No angles. The defending is excellent. Gloucester City, without our friend Mr. Taylor Moore, are still holding on. Unbelievable. But we're playing completely bollocks football. Look at that. We've had 10 wins, 9 draws. Seriously, we're gonna have to start converting a lot of these draws into wins, but until get a bigger stadium and I get a better reputation as a club, I don't really care. He's we won't be able I don't want to bust the wage budget. I mean, can you imagine me paying £100,000 a week for a player and we've got a 12,000 seater stadium? I mean, who wants to play for you? Okay, we've got 30 less than a minute to hold on. Hector Bellerin, Louis Olmedo to Coquelin. Coquelin out wide to Rafinha. Rafinha is looking for options. He can't cross. Coquelin, Ziyech is going to try a shot from there, but he passes it to the keeper. You see, that wasn't even an attempt. Something's wrong with this game. They have chances to win, but they decide to pass the ball to my keeper. But I can't complain. Gloucester managed to keep. Gloucester have done tremendously well. Wow! Holy cow! That's 2 matches. Okay, we have avoided defeat to 2 teams. Okay, so we had 3 draws in a row, but who gives a shit? Okay, Crystal Palace, Middlesbrough, we beat Crystal Palace, we drew to Middlesbrough, we drew against Chelsea, and we drew against Arsenal. I mean, I was expecting us to get hammered in these 2 games, and that was, I mean, I was talking about the capitulation. I started the matches talking about that. Instead, now I've got to be concerned about Moore, who's been banned. I'm going to give him 1 week's wages fine because that was a stupid thing he did. These are the only players that we have, and we'll have to try our best. And we have to keep going, keep our heads above water, manage ourselves so that we don't get too many injuries. We've only lost Eva Collado, that's all. And we have to protect those that I'm worried about, like Eric Kone. I don't want to lose him because he's such an influential defender. And I took a big risk in resting him against Chelsea and Arsenal, but we've been able to get past that and I'm really happy with how the team has played. And it's been quite interesting. One of the things I did as well, to give us a slight boost. I mean, I do consider that there is a temporary boost in the match, and it all depends rather how much. I do believe there's a compound effect as well if you do it in a row. So um, we had this defensive preparation all the way until the match against Arsenal. So we've used that up. Now we're gonna have a rest day, and we've got a match against Wickham, which I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go back to attacking movement. So what this actually does is it boosts your attributes that are involved in attack for attacking. So anything that involves attacking movement, there will be a slight boost in those attributes leading up to the match. So if you have like things like passing, off the ball running. I think off the ball running is involved, but any of those attributes that involve in attacking, they'll give you a slight boost. So similarly, any of those attributes involved in defensive stuff. So we're gonna have this big match against Liverpool coming up and against Everton. And guess what? Against these teams, I'm going attacking set pieces. I'm gonna work on those attributes for those matches. And for West Ham away, we're gonna have we're gonna return to attacking movement and attacking movement. So this is what I normally do. The interesting thing is I normally don't do this scheduling at 100%. I mean, right up to this portion of the bar, which literally means that they're spending less time in GT, which is general training. There's a very good reason why. Um, I actually had three matches this week. So one, two, three, and I only have a squad of 11 players, literally to play every single game this season. So if I had not opted to do that, then my players would probably have there would have been quite a few more injuries. So once this Arsenal match is over, I'm going to go back to something like this. At least they get some general training in their system. If you notice this is the only general training that they did, right? So we're gonna go back because the match against Arsenal is just over. I can change it now. So we get some general training in here before the match against Wickham, and then they'll have more general training here. And this is the international break, so they will return to 20. This bar will be set the way it is for that. So one thing that you can do if you're faced with a what do you call a class a scheduled pileup. I was about to say cluster of a schedule, but I thought I better not. There might be children watching this show, so I have to watch what I say. Yep. If there are no children watching the show, please let me know so I can, I can use words that I generally love to use in real life. So, yes, please let me know. And we have a match against Wickham, Everton, Liverpool, West Ham, Burnley, Bournemouth coming up. And this, I intend to make this a live com. I mean, who is interested in Spurs, eh? So, Oli and Piakos. And we done okay. The team is all right. Now, I thought on today's show, I mean, today is a pretty long show. So, I'm going to do another one of those tell me a story about the player, right? So, let's pick a player up in the squad and let's talk about him, for example. All right, let's pick Ryan Hardy and let's talk about this player. What does he bring to the table? Ryan Hardy isn't a very bad player. He's actually a potentially a pretty good poacher because he loves attacking space. He's sometimes can whip out the impossible. The only thing I question about Ryan Hardy is whether he makes the right choice, whether he can time his runs well. That is something that I'm worried about. He may not time those runs well, and then when he gets into a position, okay, to score, okay, he's more than capable of doing it. But whether he can do it 90 minutes in a game, there's still that question mark about him because um, he may not want to run 50 meters across the pitch just to do it. So those kind of he'll pick and choose the moments, and I can only hope that he does them well. So that's my story on Ryan Hardy. So he's gonna have a chance in one of our games, and I think that our run has been pretty decent. We may be fifth in the Premier League right now. We have clubs all around us. We are within Champions League spots, and if I can get a good run going, then we can return to the top of the pile somewhere around here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Gloucester City Diaries. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can always look me up on Twitter at BusterNet or addicted2fm.com. That's my website. Once again, we've got a Discord community going on at www.patron.com/BusterNet. You can visit that to get more information, not only on what we do on Discord, but also how you can support this channel going forward. I once again like to thank all my patrons for supporting this channel. It's You've done fantastically well to keep us going. So I'm hoping to get more stuff out to you as soon as I can. So you take care. I'll catch up with you guys again soon. Bye bye.